I just, in my recent memory, I just don't recall them running
Yeah.
Tempest as much. Um, if they're running a War Beast, I wouldn't like to face a Tempest personally either. So hopefully they don't pick that again if they are up against one.
Mm-hmm. Well, into the locking phase, I'm actually putting some thought here, and well, there you go. Tempest's going to be
Okay,
locked
so
up, so.
here's where
Uh,
I'd expect to see other really high tier locks.
mhm.
Lately, a Master of Arms. Okay, there you go.
Parasite Rally. Response coming out from Leon Black here.
Hmm.
So now 007, their turn to give their go. The other series, by the way, that I had an update on was Lions versus. Wow, who are Lions playing? Lions versus Pencils. That's right. Lions did win the first game pretty handily in game one, so they're up 1-0. They were in game two about 20 minutes in already, and it seemed like it was actually a pretty back and forth game there. So that could possibly be going to game three. But again, keep you updated on that as well. Then Team Excellent, going up against. Here, who was it? Let me just pull the brackets real quickly. Team Excellent versus Doberon Damp. That's right. They were still in game number one, it looks like.
How was
Um,
that going?
nope, Team Excellent won the first game. There, I just refreshed it, actually.
Okay,
And Team
okay.
Excellent won the first game, so.
Now I saw a name change potentially for Dobron Damp.
Their tag, it looks like it is different. What is here? Let me click on it.
EFCT,
Dunning
the
Kruger.
Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah.
That's a perception where you're sort of better than you are. Uh,
Nice. So, yeah, I guess they did change their name. It's just not showing on the bracket. But yeah, anyways, they are down 1-0. They did receive a forfeit win in the first round of the losers bracket due to
that's
OTP
true.
dropping out. So, again, it's but that's just hey, they happen to get the luck of the draw there. That's just where they were seated. So.
Now we do see the Master of Arms locked up as we sort of planned here. Engineer
Mhm.
also making it through this game.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, Engineer wasn't. I don't think
Yeah,
he was banned at all. He was.
we touched on it. He wasn't even
Yeah,
banned, wasn't picked up. We
that's right.
talked about him making it through sometimes, and it's one of those cases where there's preferred other heroes compositionally from like Scout, like
Hmm.
Podium, out of the
Pandemonium, Scout.
out of the original pool, and yeah, he just skated right on by. It's a pretty powerful pull this game. We might actually see him sort of overlooked again.
Yeah. The banning phase now entering, of course, between
Well,
these two teams.
Deadwood's out of the equation. Heroes we're looking at. Pebbles is locked up. Heroes we're looking at. They don't have to ban Fade if they want to first pick it. But we're looking at Fade's available. Uh, Artillery is a cheese helmet hero that's available.
Man, we saw artillery yesterday.
Yolm's team, man, they absolutely shredded with it. Leon Black on that Aluna, obviously always doing work. Something to keep in mind of here. Um, there's Big Bird. There's Wild Soul.
Hmm.
We didn't touch on Wild Soul. I think he got blind banned though last game, if I'm not mistaken.
Um, I think so. I do, but I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Can't guarantee that. I'm not sure. Um,
It's the Wild Soul ban.
okay, there, yeah, he is being there. Josiah Hag, Bubbles, Wild Soul.
Diglett is known to play some Legionnaire, dabble in it here and there. I think we actually played against him once, and he ran it, and he power leveled extremely fast.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked to see them pick it up, honestly. Demented Shaman and Big Bird are still available, so I'm just keeping
Hmm.
my eye out.
Speaking of Jolem there for Team Afraid, as Fate is next man. Um, by the way, how about that semifinal matchup? I don't believe we're planning to cover that one. We are going to be covering Complexity versus Stay Green in the semifinals, but how about that matchup? Absolute Legends versus Team Afraid in the winners bracket semifinals. Who saw that one
That is
coming?
going to be
I
such a
mean,
fun game, though, man.
yeah, definitely
I
keep an eye
almost
on
want
that.
to see that.
I
It's
know.
obviously both sets are just incredibly amazing, but that is going to be one fun game.
Yeah.
AL versus, and they're both running really cool lineups lately, and just
Maybe we'll put it up to the community. How about that? We'll
yeah,
we'll
it could
we'll,
be really exciting.
we'll,
I
we'll do
mean,
we'll do a poll. Let's see what the community thinks and what they want to see casted. So that's the safe way. Just go with that community wants. So we'll do that
yeah,
after the series.
I want to stir up the bee's nest.
Yeah.
All right, so Draconis is banned out as well. Silhouette's still on board, and a lot of teams have been favoring Silhouette over Draconis in general anyway, but both heroes sort of skating on by most of the time in favor of Yeah, the more aggressive pushing lineups.
Mm-hmm.
Glacius.
Huh.
Nabbed early on. Unless they're going to be running dual lanes and we're looking at that Tempest potential, uh, that is they're going to be their support. Hmm.
Is it a bad first pick? I mean,
No,
okay.
no. It was.
So you're just interested where they're going with
It
it.
just sort of tells us more about what they're going to be going on the lock pull.
Yeah.
I'd say. Uh, Probably Tempest plus that Rally or Pebbles. We're looking at depending on what they can get. Torture pick here, versatile.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be played as a lane partner, but if they need to lane it with something like a Hammer Storm or Pebbles, they always can.
There's the silhouette pickup coming out from 007 here.
Yeah.
Luna.
Okay. Okay.
So we are going to see either some aggressive trial lane or some dual lane action going on.
Yeah, unless we're going to see something like a crazy Luna carry.
That's true. Actually, yeah. I mean,
We've seen it.
Yeah,
But
can't
unless
count
we're seeing
that out.
that, we're looking at more of a dual lane setup. But when they're running the dual lane setup here, it's not like they have Tempest counters per se for the later part of the game. So if that was the case, especially with that Hammer Storm's Mighty Cleave ability, if for whatever reason they don't go Tempest, I feel like they should have picked up an Andromeda instead.
Mm-hmm. Well, back to TteS Sports. I know they've been running that Nomad lately too, so that's actually something I'm interested by.
They have been. Leon's played a lot of that. Okay. Yeah. Just this lineup is shaping up to be extremely brutal for them.
Yeah.
Either way. Also looking like they're planning for dual lanes and potential suicide Magnus here.
007 is it going to be the Tempest, the Parasite maybe? Are they going something else completely different?
Well, actually, more often than not, Juppins would probably play suicide on a rally, or they would go man up with Juppins in middle with rally. Overall, rally is what I keep saying here, and that's why I'm actually kind of excited to see 007 pick it up.
Yeah.
Because you could tell TTS was shaping up for that ideal draft right there.
You could do something like the Tempest.
Yeah, okay, there's the engineer, but yeah.
Engineer Pebbles response.
Well, look at that lineup. This is a lot of mean AoE stuns.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of something that like Slicks used to draft for them every game.
Mm-hmm.
They used to just run these 5-man AoE stun lineups and just go for it. So, and actually, all those stuns have some measure of AoE to them. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an aggressive
team. You can't get Legionnaire.
Okay, they're gonna go Parasite here. So what are we gonna see actually? So we are gonna see the solo Luna most likely. It is probably gonna end up that way.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder then if they're gonna try to go maybe a pseudo trial in here against TteS Sports with Parasite up the aggressive jungle or not. We'll see. I mean, what would you think, 007? Do you want to see them run a pseudo trial in or go more the passive route?
For 007 with the Parasite? Sure. I mean, I think it would be fine. It's just... I just don't know about the Luna pick.
Yeah.
Here, it's okay, I guess. I just probably would have gone with something that has a little bit more impact. I mean, I guess we did see Farmed Up a Luna really holding her own. Who was it that was playing it? I think it was for Trademark Esports. We saw Minots obviously had a good support Luna game where he was playing secondary support, I believe.
Yeah.
He absolutely tore it up. But who was it that was playing that Farmed Up a Luna lately?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of exactly who it was though. It's not coming to me. I want to say it was during the GSL maybe, but this last week. But yeah, I'm not sure. But I mean, for that, with that said though, I mean, when Luna, especially when she first came out in the competitive scene, I mean, she was actually played solely as a carry in pretty much every case, and she could definitely do that. I mean, she can end up hitting pretty hard. We the build, the Hellflower, into whatever else, and so Frostwolf Skull. I remember we saw in her a lot.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day. There was like a Hellflower Frostwolf and Steam Boots or Ghost Marchers. I think Trial was actually known for playing it a lot more than others, right when it got released and sort of bringing her more to popularity. And then I forgot, it might have been Pika that started using her more as a support, and then back in Frey we started using her as a support a lot too. And she gained a lot of steam then during the tank meta. And she's been around ever since.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely transitioned roles quite a bit, but...
Yeah. Buying one ward, obviously, here on a Luna. Just trying to make Glacius's life a little bit easier.
Hmm.
No. Wait,
Boots on
what?
Parasite.
Is there?
I don't think she bought the ward. I just don't think we can see because.
Well, she's at 503 gold.
Good point. Okay.
That,
Because Rally also has a ward, but I don't see the green thing on it.
that was from. Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure that was from Glade. I mean,
Unless he bought a ward too.
no, well,
He doesn't have any regen on him. That doesn't make sense,
his
though.
gold doesn't
Yeah,
line
the
up.
gold doesn't line up. Yeah, you're right. Well,
Okay.
love pauses. Once we get
Well,
access,
either way,
we'll
they
see.
can pull the regen where they need to.
Yeah. Looks like both teams are ready.
All right, let's get it on.
Ready? There we go. Okay. I do have an update, by the way. Lions did take out Pencils 2-0, so that series has finished over there. Congratulations to Lion Esports Club. Staying alive here in HoN Tour Cycle 7, especially now with Q Squad dropping. Lions, if they capitalize, they can overtake their standing spot. So
Yeah. I was going to mention with the lineup like a jungler or anything like that, TTS has been known to man up a lot. Go with a variable tri-lane, like aggressive tri-lane. It's going to be harder against the Parasite. If they run a dual lane plus Parasite against it, it could crumble, but they'll sort of have an aggressive tri-lane, try to get a gank, and then just rotate and do 2 dual lanes, and then try to rotate between them where the ganks are needed.
yeah.
But sort of a dual lane mid, dual lane bottom, solo top lane, and rotate. And obviously they have the heroes for it.
Yeah. Let's make
Look at that combination. That's just not something you want to run into in the woods.
Torture as secondary support here, being played by Trelf. Yeah, they were going through as a almost like a train status there, the line, but in the end they don't find anybody because the sword of sight that was placed by Dirty Mobs, it actually spotted them the whole time. So, and they get
They've been
yep.
they've been switching up roles quite a bit as a team. I mean, we've seen Trelf play carry, jungle, and more of a supportish secondary support utility role for them. So he's doing quite a bit, and sometimes we see Cheese Helmet playing that secondary support as well. I usually prefer to see him on that carry, though.
Yeah. Seems like TT Esports, I mean, all throughout their history, they've just always been like that. No matter who the players have been.
That's kind of true. Even looking back at Slicks and Marivis swapping roles, and even beforehand.
Yep.
Even back in Frey, they used to do that. I mean, damn.
Yep. Interesting stuff here, by the way. Look at these Ward of Sight placements from Leon Black. The obvious one at the pole camp, but this other one here at this other jungle really wants to stop this Parasite in this jungle. But obviously, he did go aggressive anyways, so really blocking the camps here. Parasite is in the other jungle, though.
Yeah, Parasite doesn't care. I always prefer to see the aggressive Parasite anyway, focusing on more dominating that dual lane mid, and that is actually the perfect thing that they set up here. It is harder to gank for a silhouette Glacius, though, I will say, compared to, say, a straight-up normal dual stun lane. I mean, not like Silhouette doesn't have a tree grapple for a stun, but it's not the same as, like, a Fade Glacius or a Glacius Pebbles or Magnus Engineer. It's harder to gank for a Glacius Silhouette, but at the same time, they've dual range a little bit more harass. Maybe they'll be lower and easier to pick off with Parasite.
Yeah. Luna and Torture having a good time against one another. A lot of back-and-forth harassment there between the two, but Torture will fall back to the lane.
Uh-oh. Magnus, you gotta...
Oh, wow, yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. Vagabond leader, so not the most crucial creep to have right there. In comes the Compel, but Magnus easily lava surging away. And he'll be fine at the end. Back to the bottom lane, losing trouble, trying to get the counter kill. Troughnor will survive, though, and Trough does pick up the Bloodlust kill right there, playing Torturer. So action happening in a couple lanes. It works out better for TT Esports in the end right there.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I know he tried to man up and get the counter kill there, but yeah, that really is rough. I mean, it's already a dual stun lane that, Luna, don't get me wrong, she has a stun. She can speed herself up with her Deja Vu. Doesn't have any points in that yet. So she can escape a little bit, but still, this is going to be really painful. It gives Trolf a lot more ability to... Well, we see right here, he has an Invis rune. He's roaming towards the middle. Probably going to get a gank off in the middle lane before Parasite is. Silhouette has to be careful.
Oh, yeah, she's by herself now, too. Glacius in the yellow camp, and that's just the worst-case scenario right there. Oh, she gets the tree grapple off, but not able to port to it. And Diglett will fall. So, yeah, Glacius, he was actually going over to the yellow camp. I don't know if he was maybe he was just getting the regen from the Courier or the side. Anyways, wasn't there. Even if he was, maybe it still would have been a kill. And a good job taking advantage of that rune control there in favor of TTE Sports, actually. So.
Yeah, if I could rewrite the lineup for 007, I would take only the Aluna or the Glacius this game. Have another mid-gank hero, beat a Magnus, or the Pebbles. Obviously, they couldn't get that, but, you know, something, Meraxis, anything with a giant stun, basically, that can partner with the support hero in middle that's not like a hard carry, per se.
Yeah.
I guess they could have even got a Glacius FA lane if they really wanted to, but normally just an initiator type hero, a snowball initiator sort, and then have the Silhouette lane bottom, and Parasite out enemy Woods, and just focus on that middle lane domination.
It was limp, by the way, by the
Okay.
Aluna.
Okay.
This chat letting us know.
Yeah, I think they would have just done a lot better trying to focus on the objective of, okay, Silhouette's going to get a little bit of farm down here. It's going to be rough, but she'll survive, and we'll just dominate our mid and top lane.
Yeah. Well, it's still only 4 minutes into the game, so obviously still very early on here. There was a 2-for-1 Rev Ward here placed at the bottom. As you see Jacole placing that Rev Ward in his own jungle. It did get both of the ward asides as a result for that, so that's some decent gold. It makes that Rev Ward obviously very impactful. Pretty much paid for itself right there. And took out a little bit of the vision. Oh, Aluna at the bottom lane again in trouble. She still doesn't have the Deja Vu again. Even with it in that case, might not have mattered. Torture and Hammerstorm collapsed for the easy kill. So yeah, Aluna's life very difficult down there at the bottom lane. And you also got to give credit to the lane control here in general. Coming after you, it seems like this lane has constantly just been where it's at right now.
Yeah, but it's a dual lane against the solo. It's
True.
You know, they got the Hatchet Hammerstorm just constantly denying the creeps when they're at half, and you know, Tor obviously doing a good job as well. And you know, Parasite's honestly just not having any impact this game, partially due to the lane setup and Torture is. So.
Initiation on the Silhouette right here. Torture does get there in time. Chain reactions missing though. Nice tree grapple from Diglett. Going to go for the counter-kill on Pebbles. He got blocked. Aluna comes in with the power throw. They do get the one counter-kill. Glacius holding his ground. He will eventually fall. Parasite coming out with the Skull King net though. Silhouette with the auto attack. The final one from Aluna, and Dirty Mops picks up a double tap kill. Engineer, he is going to be fine, but that definitely working out better in the exchanging route for We Are Spies. Good timing from Parasite and Aluna especially.
Yeah,
right
great
there.
job of Aluna to turn up there in the middle lane. Yeah, finally able to have some use in those 2 kills. I'm sure helping him get back on his feet. Should have boots flying to him right now. So it definitely changes his early game. And all of a sudden they're not that far behind in experience.
Raleigh going right there. He's level 6. Choosing not to seismic slam attempt though.
Yeah,
Wasn't worth it.
Torture lined up here with the Magnus. Raleigh will be fine probably with that compel, but you know, well, it's only a level 1 chain reaction as well, 1.25 seconds stun. I imagine even if Magnus stuns, even if he gets his eruption off, even with the chain reaction, Raleigh should still get away just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he should be fine. I don't see it him dying here necessarily. Chain reactions is level 1 as well, so.
Yeah, it kind of depends at the angle they get him at, and if they can get some chase in, auto attack damage afterwards with that impale and the torrid. I mean, maybe. Creep wave is coming up for takes, though. We'll give him a little bit of support.
Cheese Helmet on Hammerstorm is way up there in farm. 400 gold per minute right now. 35 and 20 creep score on top of 1-0 and 1, of course. He was involved. He got the assist for the Bloodlust kill. Very good start for him yet again. He's been playing a lot of Hammerstorm lately, man. Has Cheese Helmet. Because I know in the TDM series he played it at least 2 of those games, I believe.
It's true.
Them. And then yesterday as well, I think he played it, so.
Yeah, pretty much the entire time of his stay in TteS, he's been playing a lot of Hammerstorm. I remember the first sort of debuting of that team was at the HoN 3.0 Lance tournament with, I think, Jeppins, Leon, and Heimer were all there together, and a couple of fill-ins. But, you know, he started playing Hammerstorm a lot there. I've seen him go Alchemist Bones when he gets this kind of farm. Even if he goes Steam Boots first, he can still pick up Alchemist Bones and be well on his way to a secured late game. Kind of curious to see if he'll do that or just go straight Portal Key this game.
Yeah. Well, in the pause right now. Looks like TTE Sports had to take care of something. I'm just going to refresh the bracket right here. Any updates? Okay, TDM did pull through against Pikachu, it looks like. So they did take that series 2-0. I assume the Moon Queen was just a little too strong in the end. In favor of trademark.
Yeah, 500 some GPM in 12 minutes, and those are with Alchemist Bones, man. This is going to continually scale.
The winner of this series, by the way, is going to be playing Lions in the next round. Well, the brackets are shaping up, so also kind of a look forward there. Who wins this series? And yeah, it looks like there's already a poll made for which match we'll cover next. That's funny.
Oh, there is.
Pretty well, actually. Cole for Stay Green.
Probably Stay Green, right? That's
yeah, it's winning, but it's only 58% to 42. It's actually not bad. It's actually fairly close.
You don't see the percentages change much in a poll, though. Like,
yeah.
It seems like the ratio of people's pretty much always is. Oh, maybe we'll see.
All right, let's get it on.
There, I also posted it just to make it official. 6-minute delay and all, but anyways, people tuning in.
Where did you post it?
In the Twitch chat. I'll also do it after and the social media and whatnot. Top lane, okay, so we are out of the pause now. Rally is kind of playing aggressive here. He has taken more damage since then. So the Hellborn team being pretty patient. Here she comes. Seismic Slam goes off and Magnus falls before they could even react. Oh, that was a worst case scenario for TteS Sports. Didn't want that to happen.
Well, yeah, Tor rotated up there to set up a gank, man, only to see his ally slain before him. Pretty rough. Well played by Cakes, though, man. Taking charge.
Yeah.
And he's going home. He's like, screw this. Screw you guys.
Yeah.
You know, maybe at this point we'd expect to see him rotate, pull out an unexpected gank somewhere else. That ward Leon Black faced, very good job. Hopefully, oh, Catman, that's pretty big, but just not any follow up right now. The lane's pretty far pushed up. Doesn't really want to push it.
Yeah, so let's focusing on the farm right here. Diglets farm again, not the best right now, having that death, and hasn't been able to get the most in this lane setup, but is at least holding her own at 200 gold per minute right now. Luna, in the meantime, at the bottom lane, does get a port in from Rally, and actually Hammerstorm was thinking about going, and Hammerstorm is in a horrible spot right here. He is going to take the compel. He got the stun off. There's the Luna stun. Torture joining the party, however, and now this is a 2 versus 2. Are we going to see another port? Maybe Burst Strength activated. Luna gets a power throw off, but the damage already done. Luna falls. Rally, especially without that Seismic Slam, just wasn't going to be able to do enough damage. And TteS Sports has the better. Now Parasite, no, that's Glacius actually running on over. But Glacius is coming, and Luna is up in 5 seconds, actually, but Rally gets caught on first. And the damage, the Brute Strength actually still up for Hammerstorm. It does help get the kill right there. Middle lane in the meantime, Diglett being dove on. He's going to be fine. Counter coming out from Luna. Pebbles also will be fine.
What happened? I mean, I looked down there. I looked, I'm like, okay, Hammerstorm still has his Brute Strength up. Certainly Rally's just going to play back. And then I clicked back, and he's initiated on and killed. Like, did he just stick around and...
I
think he was safe, but
you tried to farm it up, and Glacius was coming over. So if anything, you want to buy enough time for him to come over and maybe still get a kill. But
we also talked about Rally was going home, and he'd probably try to rotate for a gank. Just excellent job by Trial being at the right spot at the right time, and the stun he landed onto the Luna honestly was fantastic. Went deep for it, got him just with the tip of the stun, and really did secure that from what could have been a potentially bad situation for them.
Yeah, speaking of bad situations, Magnus again in a bad spot right here. Parasite running in, no minion, but he has that face hug, the leech. Can he get it off right here? Parasite's low on life, actually. Where's he going? He's pulling the creep wave, if anything, I guess. But now Magnus is going to go for the counter. But Rookie will end up falling here. Oh, I'm not even sure what Parasite was thinking. Maybe he thought somebody else was there, but he ends up dying. Magnus is going to take the Luna stun, and that will be that. But yeah.
He was afraid if he got stunned right there while trying to cast either one of his abilities, that basically he would die. So he was trying to space it out and then get away from Magnus, realizing he was sort of in a shitty spot, and wasn't able to combo with the Rally in the first spot, and then just not able to secure it. That's all. I mean, I know it's only 9 minutes in right now, but this doesn't seem to be 007's day.
Things are working out too well for them right now. They're already down 1-0, of course, against TteS Sports, and here we are in game number 2. Definitely behind here. And Silhouette, it's not like she's at least doing very well. She is also struggling here. Magnus again might get caught out here. I'm going to see a compel from Rally perhaps. No, a little bit of juking and jiving going on. Torture is nearby. The Luna stun. He can't Seismic Slam. He didn't have the mana for it. If he did, that was a dead Magnus right there. Torture going to take the freeze. The Impalement is activated. Moravius running in though on the Pebbles. The Legion team going to fall back. Silhouette running in. Oh, she's going to find Pebbles there. We do have a Parasite nearby. Nice tree grapple from Diglett, actually, and Pebbles will end up falling, so that does work out beautifully for We Are Spies in the end.
Yeah, I like the active play coming out from Silhouette there. In the right spot at the right time, allowed Rally to
Oh,
come over.
Magnus, a big Magnus eruption with the lava surge, double tap for Jeppins, and he walks off like a boss. Very well timed. He almost got all three right there. That would have been huge.
Yeah, just using the fog to his full advantage. I mean, oh god, I mean, they just came off of a great gank. I was praising Silhouette's sort of activity in trying to help her team come back, do what she can, and then right there she's slain again. And
Compel from Rally. Leech. Oh, Magnus gets away in time. One more auto attack. He's barely staying alive. Parasite trying to get in there. Magnus juking through the woods. He's still alive. And he actually will survive in the end. Jeppins making some big plays here at the top lane.
he's on fire right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we see Hammerstorm already with his portal key, already at 434 gold per minute. High ping.
That's what that's about. I don't know if he's mentioning anyone else.
Actually, Trelf is lagging. Like a lot of people are. Dirty Mobs and Trelf and Jacole.
Yeah, looks like the server might
and
be
Moravis.
lagging somewhat.
Yeah,
I
lots of
expect
people
to
at
see a
220
pause here,
plus.
but ooh, Aluna running it at level 9 Hammerstorm, going to use that Deja Vu, and will be, oh, Hammerstorm blinks away. Okay, I thought he blinked in right there. Will run into Silhouette, though, now as a result. Tundra Blast coming up from Glacius. There's a freeze. He activates the Galvanize, but it's not going to be enough, as the supporting cast is too much. Pebbles and Engineer were right here, but they just couldn't get there in time, so definitely working out better, but they are still going. They are going to be spotted by the Ward of Sight, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise here for 007. And actually, they could go for the counter. Oh, Pebbles and Engineer, they're standing right next to this Ward of Sight. It is going to despawn here, but Rally running with the Compel. He's going to try to avoid the Stalagmite. Silhouette coming up. They're not going to go for it, actually.
Yeah, just not able to find the angle they needed. Maybe if he got a double stun, they might have looked for something, but just content with what they had. Rally's Helm the Black Legion is finished up. We actually see Jeppins this game not rushing a portal key. He got a Ring of Health and just looking to be a tankier follow-up stun. Hammerstorm with the portal key is going to be the point stunner. It looks like he's getting a Helm of the Black Legion here. Just going to be a pain in the butt to deal with those steam boots. Just a tanky mess up in front, stunning in and surviving, doing his thing.
That is finished on Rally, by the way, the Helm of the Black Legion, so.
Yeah. Wouldn't be Jeppins either without the little bit peculiar item build up.
Oh, Rally in a horrible spot here. Cakes. Okay, he's going to get through. Actually, Hammerstorm jumps in, though. Bruce strength is up. Pebbles off to the side. We got a big fight coming out. The face on the counter on Hammerstorm will be the kill as a seismic slam. Also, Moravis just kind of walking around trying to find an angle himself. Magnus does it. Oh, a nice split up from Silhouette, though. She will be fine in the end, and she just walks away. So a 1-for-0 exchange right there as 007 definitely coming out on top, getting the kill onto on a Hammerstorm. Well played there.
Yeah, nice cover and really nice disjoint there at the end, or swap, or whatever you want to call it, coming out from Silhouette. Nice dodge onto the Magnus Lava Surge.
Silhouette, she has the early Soul Scream ring, so kind of wonder if that's, if anything, just for the stats simply, or maybe going to be going the early Energizer here.
Well, could be because she was in sort of a dual lane setup, not as much the free farm lane. We do see the Energizer build up in some cases like that. You know, even take a look at Artillery yesterday when he was playing that dual lane.
Oh, yeah.
And Artillery, man, I want to see him more. Like, after
sure
I saw
will.
him yesterday and how just devastating he was, it's just...
I'm sure we will. If we cast AL8 or Afraid today, I mean,
Maybe.
there would be a chance. Very good chance. It
A
is
higher
something.
chance he'll be banned out.
Yeah, that's true. Counter warding going on there. Good job as Truffmore able to take out a ward aside. Magnus running in. He's level 11. Oh, Silhouette. Just seems like it's coming here. Can't you get the TP support in time? Not going to matter. Magnus actually running away.
That's in at 1,400 health on Magnus just
Jeez,
early
yeah.
on. It's not something you usually see. Not the first time we've seen the Helm build, though.
On Magnus? Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare, but it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Get the early start. I mean, like you said, kind of just become that tank somewhat, as well as.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have portal keys on Pebble. Pebbles is going to be the main burster. Hammerstorm's a great follow-up, and I was actually calling Hammerstorm the initiation because he had the portal key. Once Pebbles gets his portal key, he'll be the one jumping into burst down. Hammerstorm the follow-up, and Magnus is there.
Yeah.
Basically his utility. So.
Ooh, middle lane. They capitalize with the roam going on. Truffador is going to be picked off there on the Torturer. as Rally and Silhouette combine together. Magnus being spotted out by the Catman Champion. Face up coming out as well. Can they capitalize on this? The Luna's done. The freeze, the Tundra Blast. No freeze used. Rally off to the side, though. The Compel comes in, and Magnus will end up falling. So despite him having 1,400 life right there, he doesn't survive in the end. Magnus, or actually Pebbles, excuse me, running the Parasite, but Parasite able to tank it. Puts the leech out and then runs away. Meanwhile, top tower is going to go down in favor of Cheese Helmet up here. So again, TT Esports making something out of that. But I got to say, I mean, we're Spies. They're at the very least hanging in here and giving hope for sure.
They climb back at least on the experience graph. We do see Pebbles with the portal key now, and that's when the hero fully realizes his potential. When a boy becomes a man, so to speak, for Pebbles. So now he can actually sort of run around and smash things as he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Helm of the Black Legion really just not doing much for Magnus there. Maybe we'll see some investment. Nope. It's going to port instead right now, so maybe we'll see some investments come out to sort of amplify the effect of his tankiness, and then go for that PK or tablet. But
I mean, the thing is, yeah, that's the thing though. It's if you are going to go Helm, I mean, why not just go the tablet instead of a Helm of the Black Legion?
Yeah, I mean, I could see if you're just running in these team fights though, jumping in, stunning, getting out, like you're just absorbing a ton of damage. Sure, maybe then. Yeah, the tablet's a safer utility route for sure.
Yeah. They're going to try to push again. You see Magnus obviously in the front lines here. He's going to take the Tundra Blast. I mean, Auto Attacker too, but he'll be fine. As Rowley at the top side doesn't have a Homecoming Zone currently, so can't TP support just yet, even if there was initiation. Probably will pick one up here from the outpost in a second, but doesn't have one just yet. Is sitting on the Helm of the Black Legion, Little Red Booties. Okay, he is going to get a Homecoming Stone right here. As you do see TT Esports grouping up as 5. They're going to 5-man push this middle lane. Pebbles does have the portal key on top of a haste room, by the way. So a lot of initiation chance here for the Hellborn team. Rally ports in. Everyone is here for both sides. You do see Parasite charging in with a Catman soldier, actually. That's not a champion. That's just a soldier. No special abilities, just the auto attacks. And he will fall back.
Actually, they added Decapitate to it now.
Yeah. They added Decapitate.
Legionnaires Decapitate. You just see him jump up and...
I could see that.
Works at 600 health.
That'd be epic.
Yeah.
No, doesn't. Parasite again. Here's the Catman champion. The bigger brother. He actually does something. He needs the antler healer here, man. Oh, he's gonna kill
it. Just throwing the mind games. He needs the Spore Spitter, man. Get that slow going.
That or the Snotter Boss. I always like the Snotter Boss. That move speed. Huge for your team. Oh, Magnus channeling up to Eruption. Here we go. He's going to be poor man portal keyed in right there. Rally's going to be gone on. Parasite will fall. Rally a big compel. Hitting 3. Torture going down to the seismic slam. Rally just caught in the energy field, though. He'll eventually fall. Right now it is a 2-for-1. Off to the side. Pebbles make that a 3-for-1. He picks off the lonely Jakul there on Calatia. Silhouette trying to chase the Pebbles, but the middle tower is dead. Hammerstorm blanking in. Has a stun. Going to use it right there, but he is low on life, so not going to pursue. It ends up being the 3-for-1 in the end on top of the tower kill. Great execution. Love to see the chuck ability used in cases like that.
Look how fast this Magnus is farming, though, with the Helm of the Black Legion, with his Volcanic Touch maxed out. Just sitting up there on creep waves, auto-attacking him, getting the burst farm down. He can go neutral if he wants. A portal key is definitely just around the corner at this point. It's not like it's slowed it down that much.
Yeah, I mean, 18.5 minutes in right now.
The bomb worked. I mean,
yeah.
The toss actually worked there. I think he had a 3-man stun.
I was kind of wondering about that because I saw him channeling it, then I realized, wait, you don't have a portal key or a tablet. What are you going to do? But yeah, he got Borman portal keyed in.
The toss obviously coming out there and played very well.
Yep. Did end up setting up the kill right there. I mean, Rally did get off a good counter compel. He had 3 heroes, I believe, and ultimately Seismic Slam Torturer, but the supporting cast wasn't. I mean, Parasite got picked off in the midst of that too. Rookie does go the Codex route, by the way. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like this game, with the way it's going, you know, maybe more that Minuts build, the team support, the Astrolabe, and stuff like that. But
maybe he just figures, you know, even if he goes Astrolabe, there's far enough behind right now that they're just going to get bursted down. He just wants to maybe try to have an impact by stopping one of their heroes, one of their squishier supports, from even getting to cast a spell in the first place. Sort of healing his team in his own right, just preventing the damage from coming out, you know, to begin with.
Yeah.
Ooh,
nice. Wow, Glacial Downpour going to be used right here to help with the triple stack Ancients. Silhouette will clean them up, so some good assistance coming out right there.
Yeah. They're still doing a lot of damage to him. I mean, he's got to be careful here.
Yeah, she's in
It's
the
like,
Death
Glacius,
Lotus.
I need you. He has his nuke back up. It should be just fine for him. Well, he's actually having to leave those 2 dragons right now. I hope they don't get stolen.
Mm-hmm.
That would just be all sorts of unfortunate. He is having an illusion. Go camp it for him, so he'll be warping right back on in.
Yeah.
No vision of the Ancients for the Hellborn team, so I don't expect to see a steal.
Yeah, they probably won't here. Torture is in the middle lane, currently by himself. He does have a Hammerstorm nearby, actually, so not the biggest in the world. But yeah, Silhouette's going to port back, most likely right here, or in just a second here. And there we go. And yeah, he'll go ahead and finish these off now. So he does finish that Helm of the Black Legion that he was going for. And I mean, he is bulked up himself now, 1,400 plus gold. Still no Mystic Vestments on him. Definitely would still like to see that, of course. But other than that, that's a good sign for 007. Getting bulky against this Hellborn team is very, very useful.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the Tempest, I think, this game, just power farming, because they weren't able to make anything happen with, once again, they didn't have, like, a gank lane in middle. It was a Silhouette plus Glacius. Yeah, it's okay, but a pretty difficult lane to gank for. In a case like that, just better to passive farm and get roided out with your Tempest.
Brute Strength activated by Hammerstorm. They're going to easily push this tower. Oh, I say easily, but ports are coming in. Energy field going to be used. They are canceled, though, and Rookie will deny the tower. Solid execution there. Hell Cannon actually taken over by Parasite, and he falls back with it. That was actually pretty well played there. And actually, Pebbles now in a little bit of trouble. Silhouette gonna tree grapple in right there, rather with the compel. The seismic slam goes off, and Pebbles just falls to pieces there. Excellent, excellent job by 007 between the two. And Moravis getting caught out. So again, 007, We Are Spies making some plays here.
Yeah, we saw this last. Oh, they're actually going to kill the engineers. Ooh,
nice
really nice tree grapple coming
great
out. There's
keg. Doesn't matter.
There's the Death Lotus and free kill.
And a tower kill. No, invulnerability, or we can see TPs. No.
The Legion takes down the Hellborn Tower.
Silhouette's farm, big time recovery.
Legion this game, by the way, on Silhouette. I don't know if we made notice of that. Just,
yeah. That's getting bulking up. I mean, I was saying he doesn't have a Mystic Vestments though yet. I kind of feel like that is useful against this team, but having the helm is very good.
It's something for him. He just. We'll see how that pans out. Just have an Energizer now as well, so just really building straight stats. Not
looking
spinning around, I guess.
Yeah, not looking to take over carry game anytime soon just yet. Wants to ultimately stay alive in these fights here, and again, this makes sense. Torture is finishing an Astrolabe here for the Hellborn team, actually. So that'll be good. A couple of Shrunken Heads are also in the works. Pebbles and Hammerstorm both working on them. And actually, they're going to still double stack here.
And free Ancient Steel right here as well. And that's going to be Hammerstorm's Shrunken Head.
Yep. And
honestly, the best thing they can hope for. And it's not like they have an engineer, though, to really punish them for overextending and jumping in here on the Legion side. But the best they can hope for is sort of a failed jump in, a failed initiation.
Yeah.
Turn around and getting to the late game. We'll have to see, but Luna's farm really just not able to take off at all this game either. Sort of looks like a standard support here almost.
Ooh, Magnus finding a solo Glacius. Hammerstorm porting in as well. Glacius is going to end up falling here. You do have Rally nearby, who, if he got there actually a little bit sooner, he could definitely compelled Glacius and possibly could have kept him alive. Hell Cannon taken over by Parasite. He just kind of runs on through. Love that magic immunity presence. And he'll be fine, actually, but level 15 Magnus, too. Yeah, that's...
Oh, they're going back in here.
Hammerstorm is nearby. Okay, portal key away from Magnus, though. So no initiation going to happen. Was close. What's up?
I just saw some chat. Someone was calling it LMIO, the alley-oop. I'm pretty sure they were talking about the toss it on the Juppin's Magnus. There.
It's fun seeing, like I said, the Chuck ability. It's
he's
fun
on
seeing
fire.
Like Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
NBA GM, man. That's classic there.
Yeah.
Magnus almost level 16, though. Again, the Shrunken Heads are finishing up here. Pebbles actually has his now, too. Parasite's actually pulling up quite a bit of gold. He might be going for that portal key here. Even sitting on the little red booty still. Figures maybe that initiation. He has 2,000 gold saved up. Ooh, here comes a Congor attempt, however. Oh, never mind. He gets 2 more levels of Codex.
I'm expecting Solo to build straight damage at this point. Have some sort of carry impact.
Ooh! Luna's going to be cut out.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, after this token, they have the Shrunken Heads up. I mean, Pebbles has his. They can just go in and push the base at this point. I mean...
Rally going in. Nice Hammerstorm Shrunken Head, though. He'll be more than fine as a result. Pebbles with that counter. Glacius falls. Silhouette standing her ground. Parasite going to use the face hug. The Leech on top of that. Pebbles falling quickly. The Keg Stun landing right there. Energy Field coming out. Pebbles will ultimately survive as now he has the Shrunken Head delivered. Tree grapple by Silhouette. She really wants this kill, but she ain't going to get it, unfortunately. And now she's going to cost herself her life. Oh, the Ancients maybe? No. Can't get herself killed right there.
Ancients wanted some there, man. They were hungry. Yeah, sucks to be caught out there. I mean, 7-on-1. Ownage coming out.
They stopped the Congor attempt, at least. I mean, but they did lose quite a bit.
I mean, sort of. I mean, yeah, they stopped the Congor attempt, but fed him the kills. I mean, I would take the kills any day. Congor's still going to be there.
What do you make of the Codex level up, by the way? He actually has level 3 of it now. On Parasite.
To me, I don't usually like it. It's in a game like this where he's just trying to catch him off guard, trying to take advantage of the fact that they don't really have a late game to trying to get pickoffs and maybe stall it as much as possible. Overall, I don't typically find it to be the most worthy investment. Maybe later on, after you get your utility things, your portal key, your health flowers, what have you. But it does taper off, obviously.
Yeah.
Once they get portal key and Shrunken Head like they have now, and initiate on you, it's a lot harder to find a place to use it.
Yeah, you know, he had 2,000 gold saved up, so I was sitting here, you know, thinking maybe that portal key route himself, but no, he leveled up the Codex twice more.
Yeah, I don't think it's a driving force in this game either way. Were it an evenly paced match, he may have chose to do something else. He's just trying to find a way to remain relevant. A health flower would probably be the best way to do that, but at this point, they're definitely feeling overwhelmed. It's just reaching for something in the end.
Congor goes down.
And Congor still falls in the end. Hammerstorm, of course, picking up the token. Wow, Acolyte Staff just purchased by Magnus, who's also level 16. Obviously, his farm looking very good now. 380 gold per minute here.
Yeah, I probably prefer to see the sheep stick, but we might see a Shiva's Guard coming out. He does sort of have a tanky theme going on right now with the Steam Boots, with the Helm of the Black Legion, with the Mystic Vestments.
You mean Frostfield Plate?
Yes.
Illusion picked off right there. Good initiation onto the Illusion. This is the last outer. Nope, never mind. There's still a top outer tower. But actually, the Hellborn team, they're going to go into the Eruption Channel and on to Silhouette right there. Silhouette's going to drop in the beginning. She does not have a buyback for the time being. Compel coming out from Rally. He does get up the Seismic Slam. Hammerstorm ends up falling, but again, the token of life going to bring him right back up. Okay, actually, Silhouette does have the buyback. She is going to come back into the fight right here. Rally definitely does not, though. GGs are being called, and just like that, the game is over. 007 had enough. Again, TteS Esports momentum building up right there with the lineup and everything, and clearly a little bit overwhelming in the end for We Are Spies. So good job hanging in there as long as they did. Obviously, though, TteS Esports a little too strong in their Emperor. So
yeah, they just set up both games, 007 to honestly be an uphill battle from the start.
Yeah.
Maybe less so in Game 1. They made the lanes work a little bit better, but in Game 2, the lane assignments were just a suffer. I mean, the Rally versus the... I just don't understand why they went for that Aluna pick. I mean, maybe they changed their strat idea when they wanted to go first pick Rally instead. I thought they should just pick Tempest in a lineup like this where they had the Silhouette Glacius lane in middle. If they had something like a, you know, Hammerstorm Engie or a Glacius Meraxis or whatever the hell you want, a more aggressive lane in middle, then sure the Parasite would have been able to sort of do his thing better. But in a lineup like this, they should have grabbed the Tempest, in my opinion. And they just made it hard on themselves with the lanes. And you give a team like Hellborn, it's pure snowball potential. Lots of AoE stuns, just lots of aggression, and you give them a lane advantage on top of that, and they're just going to walk all over you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you definitely, again, in the end, especially that Game 1, it was a lot of fun seeing those heroes and the Scout and the War Beast and the Pandemonium for sure. Coming out from We Are Spies, but yeah, the drafting game, especially that second game, definitely agree with you there. The whole, you know, the setup that they decided to run with didn't seem like it was working out the best. So, TT Esports, again, though, they're moving on, and like I said, they're going to actually now play Lion Esports Club in the next round, so they'll have that match later on today against them as a result of Lions defeating Pencils. But that means the losers bracket round 2 is actually coming up to a wrap-up here as far as results go. So, and obviously, you know, ending a little bit earlier on here. It's only 2 o'clock local time, 2 o'clock Eastern, so we still have we got a good hour and a half break or so before before the winners bracket semifinals. So obviously we're gonna go ahead and turn off the stream for now. But when we come back, man, we will have that winners bracket semifinal matchup. I'm actually gonna make a poll on it. You know, I'll tweet it out and everything. I'll do it on the Facebook, and so we'll give you guys the chance at home, the community, to vote for which matchup you actually want to see. Either Absolute Legends versus Afraid or Stay Green versus Complexity. You can make very valid arguments for both. So. Interested to see how that ultimately goes here. With that said, though, Emperor, any final words from yourself before we wrap this up for the first half?
Nah, pretty much covered it all, Breaky. Just looking forward to the games. I mean, honestly, both matchups look very exciting for their own reasons. The two Giants of Stay Green versus Complexity, two very entertaining teams, I think, in Afraid and Absolute Legends. So just looking forward to it. Yeah.
All right, so with that said, guys, definitely look to tune back in. As far as the exact times go, let's say around 12:45 p.m. Pacific, 3:45 p.m. Eastern. You're looking at about 21:45 Central European time, I believe that is. So, again, ultimately about an hour and a half from now, we'll be coming back with that winners bracket semifinal matchup. Follow us on HoNcast Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and definitely give your opinion on what match you want to see. Congratulations one more time to TT Esports. They're moving on here. Until then, though, about an hour and a half break, but definitely return here to HoNcast. We will have an epic best-of-3 matchup, I'm sure of it, from the winners bracket semifinal. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. We'll see you later on.